everybody, how are we? My name is Unicorn Pondu. Welcome back to another video. And this one's going to be a little bit of a different one. Alexis, Amberlynn's ex-BFF, according to her, made a 20-minute Q&A, which I don't know what Alexis could probably say that we probably don't know already, but I guess we'll find out. Also, if you hear a chainsaw in the background, can't really do much about it, sorry. So with that being said, I guess let's see what Alexis has to say today, shall we?
Hey guys, it's Alexis. I just want to start this off by saying I have never made a YouTube video in my life, so I don't really know how to make an intro, but I'm definitely going to work on it. So I'm just going to immediately dive into the questions that some of you have asked. So the first question is, was Amber actually taking weight loss seriously for once, and did Emily possibly make her stop doing that? I do believe that Amber was trying to take weight loss seriously, but unfortunately, I do think it was because she was talking to Erica, and Erica takes her own weight loss and fitness journey very seriously. I also don't believe that Tommy ever specifically told Amberlynn to stop semaglutide. I just think that Amberlynn knows her preference, and if she doesn't have to put in the work, she won't. Did Amber know about the stuff before Kiwi Farms found it? She initially told me that Tommy preferred very, very large women, and she told me that her late fiance was close to 1,000 pounds.
Now, see, I don't know if Amber's that dense, honestly, or just the fact that she might have just not really put two and two together, because I can also see that, I have a list of names, by the way, because this gets so confusing. So Tommy is doing, flag tricks, being of course, the red, oh, look at this, Amber's like, oh my gosh, I'm in love, girl, 1,000 pounds? Lord.
I don't know how much Amberlynn actually knew about all of the posts that recently came up.
But, at the same time, 1,000 pounds? And, not one single red flag was going off in her mind. Not one single one. Again, kind of hard to tell.
Nor do I think she would ever admit to me if she did know everything. Have you ever caught ALR out in a lie? I have caught her in many.
Oh my god, even people offline that consider her besties, or she even lies to them? I don't know why I find that so interesting, because it's not even, as far as, her YouTube audience goes, but, she also dabbles in that in, her personal life. Just messy.
So now it's hard for me to decipher what was actually true and what never was. Are you still in touch with Jade? No, but I wish I was. How come Amber claims Jade's toxic and blank behavior if she kept hooking up with Jade after the breakup? So I'm not gonna lie, I have also done this before. And I'm not saying that to try and justify her behavior, but I genuinely think that sometimes after a breakup, you're just so shocked, and sometimes you try to hold on to what is left of that person. Did it hurt that Amber dismissed your BPD during her live? Were we even supposed to know that? When she gets like this was pretty cruel. We're supposed to care about her BPD, but only hers. I don't really care. It's not a secret that I also struggle with my mental health.
I did find it very interesting that she was trying to group her also into that, where it's when we get this, when we get, it's girly, we're talking about you right now. I don't know if you understand that, but just, of course, Amber has to rope in every other person. I don't know. Chantal also does this thing where it's what other people do this. It's just we're not talking about other people right now. We're talking about you, girl.
But unlike Amber, I have actually taken the time to be alone and work on myself. And I actually have gone to therapy, with a real licensed therapist, and not just chat AI and WebMD. Wow. Does she support her friends financially? Example, does she send Eric and Ricky money? Did she pay for Emily, plane ticket, rental car, etc. when she visited Oklahoma City? Do I think it's possible that she paid for, Emily's plane ticket? Sure. Do I think she's financially supporting her friends? Absolutely not.
I mean, maybe when Eric and Ricky and Becky and Amber were all living in that same house, maybe they saw a little bit of it. But no, this is my own observation. Okay, great. I definitely see Amber pulling money over people's heads, trying to get what she wants. I mean, didn't that happen with Becky's mom, right? Or something to do with the voice notes? It's been a while.
There was a period of time where I was quite literally working 3 jobs, and still barely making ends meet. And I didn't talk about it very often because I didn't want her to feel like I was asking for anything. But she never ever offered, not even one time. Does she have any friends in Oklahoma City? Why doesn't she try to find girlfriends in her own state ever? Why does she always look for love on TikTok?
Because lesbians. And also, it's just easier to find friends on the internet.
Yes, she does, and he seems actually very nice. But was he a viewer before they met? Yes. I also have never talked to him, and I'm not really sure what his true intentions were messaging her. But he does get to hang out with amberlynn's mom, and I'm kind of jealous of that. But he is also probably like me in regards to being on the back burner now that she's back with Tommy.
Nice.
Has she been trolled by other people like Erica thinking they were dating? Yeah.
Oh my god, Amber, just get a rose at this point and be done with it. It's fine. Get you a rose, girlie, you'll be fine, I promise.
Her main one was Danielle. I mean, she was in love with this girl. And I can actually understand why, because she's incredibly attractive. This girl also said a lot of the right things.
I wonder what's like the right things, like orange chicken and Legos, babe. Like, there you go. Instant access.
That made Amberlynn kind of hooked. And she would do the inconsistent reassurance with her and be like totally in love with her one day and then like really all about her pre-existing partner the next day. Danielle has been with her current partner for, from my understanding, a decade, at least. But they are not married. This was when I started to realize that Amberlynn does not care if someone's in a pre-existing relationship already. If she likes you and she thinks you're attractive and you say the right combination of words, she's going.
I have to say it, I am so sorry, but that is the only place Amberlynn's actually going. Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. Okay, I will move. I will press play. I'm very sorry.
Amberlynn also apparently gave this girl money. Literally in the same time frame that I was struggling. She also really loved to compare her online relationship with this girl to my in-person relationship with my girlfriend at the time. I really, really loved that a lot. She has never met Danielle or Abby in real life, or Erica. Also, Abby was 20 years old when Amberlynn started talking to her, and then lied about it to me, and then backtracked, and then told me the truth again. A 14-year age gap is, I'm sorry I have to, but hectic. I also want to say that Amberlynn never had intentions of actually being with Erica, but when the relationship with Danielle and then the relationship with Abby didn't work out, she kind of...
Oh god, I'm looking at my list of names and Danielle is not one of them. I'm very lost. I'm very sorry. I don't know who any of these people are because I dipped out of Amber a long time ago. Very sorry.
I just settled. She would always tell me how this Erica girl really likes her and really wants to be with her, but she just didn't look at her like that, even though she was juggling all three of them at the same time at one point. Is there any part of you that feels bad for betraying Amberlynn's trust? Like when you think back on all the talks you two had when everything was good, did you ever think you would betray her? Honestly, yeah. I do feel bad, and I do miss her a lot. And even though she kind of brushed me off sometimes, or just wanted to talk about herself, or whatever, I definitely do miss her, and I probably always will. Did I think I was ever going to betray her? Hell no. I literally thought it was like the coolest thing in the world that I was her friend. And I felt special because I feel like I got to see a side of her that nobody else gets to see, but now I'm starting to realize that it was probably all fake.
In my eyes, the true Amberlynn is in those voice messages to Becky's mom, to be honest with you. That's who I definitely think Amber truly is. That's who I think Amberlynn is behind all that. Like, hey guys, oh my gosh, quirky journaling. Like, that is the real, like, underneath, like, deep down Amber.
Is she secretly friends with Zachary Michael? He seems to be protecting her a little too much these days. Honestly, I think that he's just really good at seeing things for what they are, and Amberlynn is not always delusional or in the wrong, but most of the time, yeah. I'd like to know what your partner thinks of Amber and your friendship with her. First off, I just want to, give a public service announcement that my partner goes by they, them pronouns. So if anybody mentions them in any videos, I would, pretty much expect you to use their proper pronouns.
Not a problem.
When I first told them about the fact that I was friends with Amberlynn, they didn't really know much about her. And then I started bringing them on FaceTime calls, and they actually got along really well. Until Amberlynn started sending nudes and showing me her full...
I'm kind of scared to press play, but okay, was not expecting that. Not super surprised, but Was not expecting that, to say the least.
Conversations with Erica and all of the nudes that they exchanged. And when I was with my ex-girlfriend, Amberlynn would make public Facebook comments calling me daddy in them.
Time and place, especially on Facebook of all places, girl, time and place.
Like, knowing full well I had a girlfriend, but since Danielle wasn't committing to her completely, she didn't care. Did you notice ALR adopting your personality and mannerisms when you became friends? Yes. Half of her isms right now are literally mine. Except I don't know where she got this, like, hectic word from, so don't come for me for that, because I didn't do that.
Okay, I was about to say, but then at the same time, though, it's not as bad as Amberlynn's fake Southern accent. Oh, I will never live that down. That was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, ma'am, you're from California? Calm down.
But, like, the randomly busting out in a country accent thing that she's been doing, that is me. I personally don't believe that Emily is responsible for the hectic situation type deal, because Emily's personality is comparable to a loaf of white bread.
Oh, Lord, the girls are fighting!
Is Amber a to her girlfriends? I've said this before, and I'll say this again, but it takes two to tango. But I know if I ever dated Amberlynn, I think I definitely would be taking a really long grippy sock vacation afterwards.
That took me a second. I get it. But, like, also, I completely agree. Good Lord, I can't even imagine.
Her looks are absolutely not the reason that I wouldn't date her. It's everything else.
Wow, the thing we keep trying to tell Amber and Chantal, it's not about your looks, it's about the personality underneath. Oh, wow, another person that was also involved saying the exact same thing that we've been saying. Wow. Might be something to it, I don't know.
Has she ever told you why she lies on YouTube all the time? Probably because, liars lie. Amber said Tomby, what the hell? I'm actually gonna leave that in there because I laughed. Amber said Tommy has a great job. If that's true, why did she and her ex have to do blank blank for money? Did Tommy and her ex ever live together? I'm really not a super huge fan of discussing the deceased, but I literally don't know. Also, Tommy's job is like not this big spectacular ordeal, but I'm not going to speak on it because Tommy is a mother and I don't want her to lose her job because I care about the well-being of her child. And I would never go out of my way to put a child's well-being in jeopardy. Otherwise, I would probably tell you guys whatever. What was the absolutely vile thing that Emily said to Amber? Do you think she encouraged her late partner's when she told Amberlynn that she would rather not to be on this earth anymore so that she could be with her late fiance?
I don't really read that as like a super vile thing that she said to Amber, more of a person missing their partner and wanting to be with them again. And I'm really hoping that she's not being literal with that.
Also, from my understanding, her late fiance passed away due to getting pneumonia. And I'm not going to lie, that kind of makes me nervous because if Amberlynn doesn't get the help that she has always needed, I do fear that something as small, well, not small, but, you know, something like pneumonia could also be the reason for her passing away.
Honestly, not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that the dangling ankle situation type deal didn't do more than what it did. I'm just being honest. Like, that could have went really south really fast.
Erica claims Amber made jokes about being the other woman. Did she do the same with you? How did she justify being with a married woman? Yeah, she thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Is anybody surprised by that? You back there? You, yeah, nope, didn't think so.
She also, for the longest time, said that Erica was only with her wife for financial reasons, and they don't live together, and her wife has another partner that she lives with, and essentially it's just like an open marriage concept. And then one day she sent me a picture of a toy on Erica's dresser, and apparently she took a screenshot of it, like while they were on FaceTime, and confronted Erica about it, and Erica, like, I guess lied about it at first, but then she was like, oh, well, of course, like, that's my wife. Like, of course we have. Amber was really upset.
All I want to say, Chantal, you better step up your game, girl. I hate to compare, but it's just like, compare this to, like, Kuwait right now. Snorefest. Absolutely nothing going on. This, though, it's been so long since I've been so invested into a video and wanted to hear every word of a sentence. I am enamored with this.
Also, Erica, I don't really care if you come for me, but you were 100% in love with Amberlynn. I literally saw all of your text messages, everything. every nude you guys sent back and forth.
So if I'm reading this right, I could be wrong, but if Amber was, saving and resending corn with a P, that was a choice, Amber. Not a super surprise, but a very, very big choice that you made, and oh lord.
Quite literally every exchange you have ever had. And you cannot tell me or anybody else for 1 second that you did not have genuine feelings for her. Why did Amber reveal Emily so fast? Is she secretly fatphobic and thought Emily was hot and therefore worthy of sharing her with us so soon?
Now that I think about it, she did really kind of rush in to show off. Oh god, what's her fake name? Tommy. Huh.
No. Tommy is a very insecure person and could not handle when amberlynn would get other messages or comments that were like flattering. And Amber's going to refute this and say this is not true, but it is. So Emily encouraged her to post her. She wanted other people to know that there was someone in amberlynn's life and she is not available.
Well, that explains it and also went exactly how I thought it was going to end.
Also, Emily is not skinny, and in my opinion, she is not attractive. Is Eric and Ricky actually still hanging out with Amber even after what Amber has put Beck through? Does Beck know? I truthfully have no idea, but I would assume not, because Eric messaged me on TikTok literally last night.
I miss them. Can they come back? We need Eric and Ricky back. We need them back. I miss them so much. Oh my god. Guys, just move over there. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Not asking for personal info on Jade, but was she just as messed up as Amber mentally? She seemed to be more mature, but it's sounding like she was struggling too. All I have to say to that is I think anybody on this planet would struggle if they were amberlynn's long-term live-in partner. Has Emily's daughter met Amber yet? No, but they FaceTime. Does Amber still talk about Destiny or any of her exes, despite claiming she'll never badmouth her exes? Yeah, all of them.
Oh god, every single night she's laying there in complete pitch blackness, and every memory that she's ever had with Destiny ever is still rent-free in her mind. She replays those memories like movies every single night. You cannot convince me otherwise. You cannot pay me off to think differently. That is exactly what happens, and I will stand my ground on that. Or just rewatches their old videos. Forgot those existed for a second.
Did wifey really ask for no contact? Yeah, she did. And amberlynn has tried to reach out a couple times since, and she hasn't ever responded, and I'm assuming probably wants nothing to do with her. However, Jade, if you are somehow hearing this or watching this video, I just want to say that I really hope that you are doing well and that you have healed from this, even just a little bit. Has she tried to manipulate you into silence since the live stream? No, she's scared of me because I have too much tea on her, and her and Emily actually can both kiss my ass. Was she rejected for weight loss surgery? That whole arc and ending didn't add up. Yes, because she couldn't stop binging.
I mean, it's Amber's word against hers, but at the same time, though, I would rather trust a complete stranger, which I have no information about, don't know, than Amber herself, so that makes complete sense.
Did Amber give you any support after Girl World attacked you for being her friend? Did she take your calls at 3 a.m. and comfort you, or was it all one-sided? No, she didn't care. At all. Is she a chronic liar? Is 1 + 1 2? Is the grass green? Do dogs bark?
Do you carry a large box? I'm sorry, there's going to be a very small fraction of people that know where that's from.
Before all the evidence came out about Tommy, what made you think Tommy was fertilizing Amber? I'm assuming the word that you're looking for is fertilizing. And the difference, in my eyes, between a preference and a is the intensity at which you experience said preference. Is ALR the same as she appears online? More or less insufferable, depending on the day. Who has been your least favorite amberlynn Reid partner? The current one. I mean, Erica was bad, but I don't know, maybe it's a horse apiece. Or maybe a co-horse? Have you privately called her out on lies before, and did you ever doubt your friendship with her before now? Yes, and yes. What was the vile comment Tommy told to amberlynn? Also, did you have a relationship with Jade also? That rumor is going around a lot. No, amberlynn's Jade and I did not have that kind of a relationship. But I did date a girl named Jade, from February to, mid-April. Do you know how much she makes a month on YouTube? I have absolutely no idea. And quite frankly, I don't really want to know. What's the worst thing Al has done to you? Well, between the emotional whiplash and the constant gaslighting and the not caring about my wants or my needs or my thoughts or my opinions. I don't know. Do I have to choose? Does she regularly send out to people on the internet that she's never met? Is she smart enough to at least cut her face out? Yes and no.
Oh, Amber, that's like the number one thing. If you're going to be showing, more than just like the bits that you want to show, girl, cover the face at least. That's like rule number one when it comes to sending dirty pics on the internet. Come on, girl. You're older than I am. And no, don't ask me how I know those rules.
Did Jade and Amber really have a mutual breakup, or did Jade initiate the whole thing? Personally, I just think Jade was fed up with everything and was like, I don't really care about the narrative that you tell your audience. I just want to get the F out of here. What did you mean by Tommy was rough with her? Like just the way that she like grabbed on her. Like when Emily/Tommy was in Oklahoma, they would FaceTime me, and I don't know, I just didn't like the way that she grabbed on Amber, especially when they were drinking. Like it just felt very icky to me, and yeah, I don't know. Like even Amber looked uncomfortable during some of the interactions between them. Are you considering doing vlogs on YouTube now? Well, I will say my life is significantly more exciting than amberlynn's, but I don't know.
I mean, they can't be much worse than amberlynn Reid, so I think it would be doing fine.
I'm trying to navigate through this like social media thing, and I don't know. We'll see. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on it.
Do it, do it, do it. I'm also the worst person when it comes to asking questions like this, because I will always tell you to do the answer that you probably don't want to do, but I will encourage you to do it anyways. Do it, do it.
But this is where I'm going to make my closing statement, and if you guys sat through all 20 minutes of this, you're a rock star.
Okay, where's my wig? I'm Hannah Montana now. Best of both worlds? Absolutely.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, well, that was interesting to say the least, and good lord. to put it into very simple terms. Well, with that all being said and done, thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.